Okay, so I'm going to be reading this. Hey, don't like my channel. I hardly got any 5 followers. So I would go to RJ Talks or Doug in Exile. But, you know, he's a barely literate comic book artist. So you get what you get. No, Doug is really excellent. And RJ Talks is as well. Doug in Exile. He has been banned from YouTube before when the great purge of conservative voices were gone. But hey, I got an article, and I got this from Doug in Exile. And so this is it right here. It looks backwards when I'm looking at it. But Nolte, I don't know what's first. Oh, it's John Nolte. Charlie Kirk's assassination flipped a remarkable switch in the MAGA movement, or you could just say common sense people. John Nolte, September 13th, 2025. What the left's public execution of Charlie Kirk has done to mobilize MAGA as a movement is something I never expected to see. For more than 20 years, I've been a part of this conservative movement. Never a mover or shaker, but a cog. Happy to be overpaid and yet do my part. An observer. Always an observer. Last week, the terrible news arrived that Turning Point founder Charlie Kirk had been assassinated. I observed something remarkable. So remarkable, it is difficult to find the words, but I'll try. It was some years ago, someone downloaded a computer program directly into the fractured and fragile right of center movement, a movement that has been always balkanized and squabbling over territory. This computer program sat dormant for a long time, waiting for a specific thing to happen. When it did happen, a switch when each of us was flipped. A miracle occurred. We didn't require a leader. There were no talking points issued. It just happened, all at once. We understood what had changed forever and why. We mobilized. We prepared for action. We instinctively knew what the action would be. We knew we had the power to take the action from God Almighty, from the Lord above. We took that action, and doing so effectively, we shared unprecedented resolve. We were in it for the long term, forever if needed. And the healthiest part of what was happening, no one is standing around helplessly complaining about regime media aren't fair. No one's crybabying about the media bias. No one's wringing their hands that the media aren't doing to the left what they always do to righteousness, to the right. No one, instead, based entirely on group instinct, fair play, I'd say the Spirit of God, but that's not in there. We instinctively understood that it was up to us to hold accountable those who were celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. It's a massive number. Is murder. And those organizations left Democrats and media and academia who put the fatwa on Charlie Kirk and the rest of us with the 24/7 Nazi, fascist, white supremacist talk. Look, if you believe someone's a Nazi and a fascist, what do you do with Nazis and fascists? Right? We all know what you do to them. So that's what they're being taught. This has never happened before on our side. The corporate media who have lived in our heads forever, but the martyrdom, and Charlie Kirk is a martyr. And finally evicted those demons that the news. All right, anyway, Today, we have arrived at a place seemingly impossible 20 years ago, or even 15 minutes ago, or 4 days ago. The media no longer holds power over us. The media no longer matters. At long last, after decades of hard work, we flipped the switch. We realized we had the power, and we have the power now. What a joy it is to watch us effectively utilize that power to hold evil accountable, welcome new converts, and mobilize against the wicked forces that seek our spiritual and physical destruction. CNN, NBC, the New York Times, the Washington Post, CBS, ABC, NBC, NPR, and PBS are now white noise. No different from those lying about Israel, murdering Charlie Kirk, whatever. We say we have work to do. Better still, instead of empowering the media with our complaints, instead of giving the media control over our emotions, we rage against their countless sins. We transform those sins into something useful. Fuel to make our arguments, bring in converts, and hold evil accountable. All at once, we become impervious to the media's usual tricks. The dual revelation, the media are irredeemable. They are irredeemable. Not worth our time. Through alternative social media, we hold power in our country. Democrats and the media are calling for unity. In the past, we have fallen for that trap. Don't fall for it. They don't want unity. I'm having limit stuff. But this time, the switch flipped. Our collective souls said, go away. You didn't ask for unity during George Floyd. You never asked for unity when your side demanded only fidelity. I don't know if I said that right. Democrats in the media are calling for us to tone it down. Another trap we've fallen into. Not this time. This time our collective voice said, go away. You never demand that when your side toned down its rhetoric. It's only ever us. And when we do, when the best of us seeks to have civil dialogue, you publicly execute and terrorize the rest of us. Democrats and the media are desperate to emotionally blackmail us as we seek accountability for those who celebrate murder, and there's a lot of them. Oh yes, the old Ma principles trap. I don't know what that means. Collectively, we say go away when we saw what you did to a nobody rodeo clown who wore an Obama mask. You destroyed his career, made every Republican lawmaker answer to him. Today, there's literally thousands and thousands of credentialed Democrat teachers, I'd say millions, lawyers, academic, healthcare professionals inciting murder against us by celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder. And you've done nothing to defend them, but done nothing but defend them. Our collective response are glorious. The most important part is go away part. We've done this with the media. We don't need them. We know they want you dead. They want me dead. They call us Nazi. What do you think they want to happen to us? Asked Kirk Schindler, however you say his name. I'm horrible with names. We are not them. What a terrible loss. The loss of a prince burned into our moral clarity. We are not them, and the terrible loss of a prince burned into us a moral clarity. They loot, they burn. We hold candlelight vigils. They cheer violence and murder. We do not. We don't. They champion and fund domestic terrorists like Antifa and Black Lives Matters. They cancel and blacklist people over opinions. We seek long overdue accountability. We hold the power now. And we are wielding it peacefully, lawfully, relentlessly, and mercilessly, right? Everything has changed forever. Where this ultimately leads us, or how successful it can be, I can't say. I'm definitely a shift in the spirit world. Jesus is King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and I love you guys. Even you people that are trying to kill me, Jesus wants you in heaven with him. But at long last, we understand the mission, understand the enemy, and have joined arms. We are on the march. Don't stop marching. Don't Stop Fighting. Again, I read it. Probably not the best reader in the world. Well, probably not even close to the mediocre reader. If you want to get your news, I would go to Doug in Exile, a barely literate comic book artist. And I like RJ Talks, and there's a lot of other people I watch too as well. But those two are just on the top of my mind today. 10 minutes and 22 seconds. What do you know about that?